How's it going, you guys? My name is Demize, and in this video I'll be showing a basic but very powerful defensive trap setup for invasion type events. One very important thing to note here is that some events like the pirate invasion will only invade onto your world spawn point and not your current position, so make sure you are building in the right place before going on. So with the 1.2 update and the subsequent holiday updates, there have been a few of these hard motivation type events added to the game, but this is just going to focus on a basic one like the Pirate Invasion or Solar Eclipse, which are still nothing to brush off, but are definitely easier than the Pumpkin and Frost Moon events, which I've already made detailed arena guides and loadout guides, so make sure to check those out if that's what you're looking for. But with that said, this bare bones arena is still extremely helpful and is much easier to build than the complex and endgame one that I have set up for the moon events. The most important thing is this very thin layer of lava, which is quite standard with most traps, and you could really build all of this as soon as you craft a couple of buckets. The next big thing about this setup is that your base should be located either above or slightly below ground to protect your NPCs from enemies that can pass through blocks like Reapers during the solar eclipse, but of course this only applies if you're building your base near your spawn point. If so, you can either build your base floating in the air like I have here, or if you don't want to bother with wyverns, then you could build it slightly below into the ground. As you can see, I also carved out directly underneath the layer of lava since you can grab any items that drop without having to deal with any damage at all. So this would be especially helpful if an event happens randomly and you do not yet have the proper gear to be flying around outside and taking a lot of damage. You could also add these small honey pools if you are underprepared just to help you out a little bit more and just shoot from the inside where it's safe. I also wired up a couple of super dart traps to a 1-second timer so enemies will die even faster, but that's just because I had a couple lying around from the jungle temple, so you could just use regular dart traps and slowly build it up once you start raiding temples for traps, but once again these are more helpful and more needed for the Pumpkin or Frost Moon events, which are a bit harder. I'm also using a version of lava waders, which is why I'm not taking any damage, but you could also just be careful and fly above the lava, or just prepare a bunch of water walking potions or obsidian potions to protect yourself from the lava damage. So yeah, that'll do it for this video. Make sure to check out the playlist for help with the new hard mode bosses, as well as the playlist for the Halloween and Frost Moon events. As always, if this video helped you out, go ahead and leave me a like and subscribe for more videos, and yeah, have a nice day.